guys. I just arrived at work. Haven't had anything else really going on this morning. Slept in until about 7 o'clock. Woke up, got ready, made my protein shake, drank that, and then drove to work. Decided not to work out early this morning. I'm going to work out after work. So yeah, protein shake's all I've had. Just another normal day, another Monday, starting the grind all over again. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys probably after work.
I just got home after work. It's about 4:45 p.m. I left work a little bit early because I had to swing by the place where I'm going to be doing a lot of the in-person training that I've talked about in the last couple episodes and pick up a key. So I did that, and then I'm now home. Since I didn't lift this morning, I didn't really do much of anything this morning besides wake up, get ready, and go to work, or go to the day job. Tonight is hopefully going to be a very productive evening. I plan to go in here and lift. It's actually a back and bicep day. It's like it's the last pull day of the split. Usually it's it's push pull leg, and I only do legs once a week. I was doing them like 2-3 times a week, but I switched to 1 day a week with also doing jiu-jitsu twice a week, so my legs are just a little bit more fresher that way. I'm not going to be doing jiu-jitsu I think tomorrow because we're going to go to like an improv comedy thing, but still, I guess it still kind of applies. Which will actually work out good because I'll be able to do legs tomorrow and not have to worry about impacting jiu-jitsu practice. But I'm going to go in here, do back and bicep, nothing crazy or unusual. Pull means rowing and curling, so nothing crazy there. And yeah, I'm probably going to eat something too before I work out, so I'll show you guys that. So I ended up having a banana for my pre-workout and just some water. I have yet to get my pre-workout back from my father-in-law's house. I left it up there last time we were in Kansas City, but we'll be back up there this coming weekend, so I'll probably just get it then. Other than that, that's it. I had the banana was like 5 ounces, so between 30 and 40 grams of carbohydrates. Why do that? I honestly, anecdotally, feel like I get a better pump when I have some carbs pre-workout. But there is some literature to support some marginal benefits from surrounding your training session with carbohydrates. And I don't mean like 30 minutes after, 30 minutes before. I mean like a couple hours before, a couple hours after. You know, there's this thing called digestion, and it takes time. So, you know, things don't have to be rapidly, you know, IM injection into your side, you know, 15 minutes before you start lifting. But I would say, you know, 2 hours to, you know, 30 minutes before you lift, have some carbs, and then afterwards, again, have some carbs, have some protein. It's just whether or not, like, there are some studies that have shown some marginal benefit, but right now it's kind of like, definitely the literature is definitely very clear that overall what matters is your overall caloric intake and your overall macronutrient intake. But even if there's marginal benefits to it, I think it's just a smart move. Yeah, so I plan to row and curl my face off for the next 45 minutes or so, and then get to work and spend some time with Cal. I think that, you know, the guys I'm trying to talk to and reach are guys like me who are, you know, they're driven, and they're driven to be exceptional family men, and they're also driven to be exceptionally successful professionally. And so I think you guys will understand that, like, there's a constant pull and tension there between making sure you're giving your family, giving your wife, giving your, you know, interpersonal relationships the appropriate time and attention they need, and then balancing that with also your like constant ambition to like do more, be better, improve, learn more, develop more. You know, there's always something else you can be doing. So like for me, that's very much the struggle right now, which is like, I want to be working on Freeborn training systems every minute of every day, but at the same time I want to realize that like life is short, and so I need to spend my time with the people who really matter at the end of the day. And I think you guys will understand, like, while while I'm so thankful for all the support I get from followers and fans and clients, business partners, like, I think you guys will understand there are those, you know, there's that inner circle in your world where, you know, if you were to get sick tomorrow, those 5 or 10 people would be the people you cared the most for and cared they were there with you during that time period. So just like recognizing that, like, it's this constant balancing act between ambition and patience, thinking about the future but living in the present. It's this constant balancing act. It's difficult, and like, it's like an age-old problem. I don't think it's anything new, but I think you guys can relate to that. So row and curl my face off 45 minutes, then try to go figure out how to spend the rest of the evening balancing being present with my family with also working on the side hustle right now, which hopefully will turn into the full hustle. So yeah, enjoy the next clip. It'll be some training video, and then I will catch up with you guys on the other side. Hey guys, I just finished up my workout. Like I said, it was about 45 minutes, like 5:50 right now. As you guys saw in the previous clip, I did some pull-ups with the neutral grip. I actually used like I got them off Amazon, so if you just search like neutral grip pull-up attachment, you'll probably find them. But they're simply just like J hooks that go over the top that have a kind of like a D-shaped handle that spins, and they just go over like a standard pull-up size, standard diameter pull-up bar, hook on, and you can do a neutral grip instead of always having to do either a pronated, which can be too difficult for a lot of people, or supinated, which can place way too much, or it can ask way too much of people's mobility in their elbows, their wrists, their hands, and their shoulders. So the neutral grip is kind of a nice place to be. So yeah, I used that for a little variation. Then I did, the one row exercise you guys saw me do, it's kind of funky, it's a landmine row. So it's essentially like a 3-point dumbbell row that I do all the time. Only you're using a barbell that's one end of it stuck into the corner of something, and just kind of like you would set up a T-bar row. And then you just, same thing, one arm dumbbell row. It's a little bit different arm slot or angle because the barbell doesn't move straight up and down. It kind of moves as a little bit of an arc. So you kind of have to find the sweet spot on your setup. But I really love that exercise, and I like it particularly because my dumbbells run out at 100. So if I wanted today, like for example, I wanted to do 110, that's a great variation to go a little bit heavier. Granted, with the arc, it probably changes the amount of load that's actually being lifted by the muscles, but I mean, this is all about being imperfect and improving, so don't try to get too caught up on how precise we are. And then just went on to some inverted rows, some bent over T's, done our hammer curl, and then just like a supinated alternating curl. Nothing special, it's just consistency, it's volume. Right now it's about stimulating muscle mass, maintaining the muscle mass I have as I cut. I weighed in a little bit heavier than I had the last 2 days, but I'm not too worried about that because the last couple of days my nutrition was like so-so. My protein was pretty low. It was still like 170 grams the last couple of days, but that's much lower than what it's been. And my calories have been under, but my carbs and fats have been a little bit higher, so I don't know, maybe that had something to do with it. But I'm hoping tomorrow and Wednesday I weigh in 218, 217, that would be really awesome. Yeah, so now it's just time to eat something. We don't have very many, the fridge is not stocked. We have not been to the grocery store, which is like never, like as a coach, I would never advise a client to do that. But that's kind of where we are right now. So no excuses. You can't let that stop you from, you know, taking care of what you need to take care of. So we do have good old staples. We have some pancakes left over from the weekends. That'll be my carbs. So we've got some bacon for some fats. I'll probably do some eggs, and I'll probably just do the egg whites to limit my fat a little bit, keep the calories down, but keep the protein high. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do for dinner. And I'll still need to find a way. I've also got some lunch meat, so maybe I'll do like a sandwich with some lunch meat and cheese and stuff like that. Like, guys, the last 6 months, like, has been the least like planned out nutritionally I've been, and I've still been able to make progress. And largely, like, that's completely by choice, not an excuse. Like, I've made a conscious effort that I thought less about my nutrition. I thought mostly about getting the calories and macros I need, and however I need to get those, that's how I get them. But I haven't been overly concerned with like meal prepping and cooking and grocery shopping. And largely it's because I wanted to devote all that brain space and energy to doing other things, particularly building my online business, building my in-person training business, and getting out of the day job I'm doing currently. So I tell you that because I think it's really important for you guys to understand that this fitness journey that you're on, if you are on one, it's like for life. Like, you can't start for 3 months and then stop. Like, it's permanent. So what you have to understand is that there's going to be seasons in your fitness. And what I mean by that is that there are going to be periods in your life where your fitness is your focus. You're going to take 12 weeks and just hammer away at a goal and go all in. Then there are going to be 12 weeks or 3 months where maybe it's busy at work. Maybe you have a new baby arrive. Maybe you are starting up a business, or, you know, any one of these things where your fitness doesn't necessarily, like, you don't drop off, you don't stop lifting, you don't stop watching your nutritional needs and intake, but it takes a back seat to that other thing. So you're not going to be as on point nutritionally. You're not going to, it doesn't mean you can't make progress, because like I'm still making progress and I could probably be a lot more on point with my nutrition. And I'm sure, like, as I get my fitness businesses more solidified and can step away from a day job, I can move that way. But it's like understanding that there's an ebb and flow, and that's fine. So that's kind of why I tell you guys that. Other than that, like, this is it. This is the process. Like, this is what it takes to cut. It's just relentless execution. It's making mistakes, learning from them, getting better, thinking strategically, incorporating foods you enjoy along with the foods that you need to hit your goals, and trusting in the process and being patient. Don't get emotional. Don't overreact at the scale. Just trust the process. Trust the process. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in and eat right now, and then well, actually I think I'm gonna make a couple videos, a couple content videos for YouTube, and then I'll probably go in and eat. So it'll be a good productive evening. And like, if you're wondering, yes, I'm probably gonna play my Xbox One at some point in time this evening. So yeah, like I said, like in 2 clips ago, I make time for the stuff I think is important, and I like the things that I enjoy and I think are fun. I make time for them. I don't plan on being on this earth forever, so I think it's important to like use your time wisely. Yes, build for the future, but also enjoy the moment, which I talked about. It's a balance. So that's how I balance it. I would do a little bit of hustle, and then I do a little bit of chill. It works for me. So yeah, see you guys in a bit.
Be putting our stuff away instead of just dumping it on the table or counter.
You know what I mean? Hey guys, last clip of the day, I decided to step outside for a minute to film this last clip and eat my last meal of the day. Right now, so what I'm about ready to eat, if I can show you a little clip, it's a little dark, but basically I've got
4 egg whites, 3 pancakes with a 4-ounce banana cut up and then kind of like stacked in between the pancakes. Like 18 grams of peanut butter in total. I kind of spread the peanut butter in between the pancakes and the bananas to kind of keep them stuck together. And then about 20 milliliters of syrup on top. And so with all that, the totals for the day, are 184 grams of protein, 264 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fat. And then that brings my caloric total to 2,164 calories. So I'm about 700 calories from my original prescribed calories, and I'm about 500 or so calories below where I dropped a week or so ago. My fat, I'm very low on, about 40 grams short. My carbs, I'm about 20 grams short. My protein, I'm about 40 grams short. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the macros. I'm pretty happy with the calories in. I'm glad I got my carb intake up a little bit. It's been low for the last couple days. Not I guess what most people wouldn't consider low, but kind of low from where I'd like it to be. And my protein intake hasn't been quite as high, but at 184 grams of protein, I'm above that 0.8 grams per pound of body weight, kind of like the low minimum I like to be at. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this, call that the day, call that the episode. Nothing really. Oh, I should update you. I forgot, I didn't update you, but before this meal, the meal I had right before it, which I showed you guys, was basically one that I've had a couple times in the last week, which is essentially like it was like 4 to 6 ounces of sweet potato fries, 2 pieces of bread, 6 ounces of chicken breast, and then I put 2 slices of Swiss cheese on it. And so that was, I was going to have the eggs first. I was going to have this meal and then that meal, but I decided to have the sandwich and fries first and then this meal. So, yeah, that's factored into those totals as well. I forgot about that. I forgot to tell you guys about that. But yeah, this will be kind of the clip for the end of the episode, last clip of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys continue to enjoy the episodes. My battery is flashing at me and my camera's about to die. So please share, subscribe, like, help me make Freeborn training systems bigger. And let me know what you guys think of the episodes in the series so far. Comment, send me an email, get at me at social media. I want to hear from you guys. So until then, keep kicking ass, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.